What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Queen, back with another video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So I was gonna make a video last night, but I didn't get to it. But this a whole lot of craziness going on with Monday Night Raw, and it involves two people that I love within the WWE. One of my two favorite wrestlers, Sasha Banks. Y'all know how I feel about her, and Naomi. You know how I feel about her. And it's a lot going on. A lot of people think that it's kayfabe, and a lot of people think that, a lot of people think it's a work, and a lot of people think it's real. And I don't know what to think, because like WWE put out that statement, and I'm like, if it's real, why would you do that? And then again, they mentioned it on the show, and also they talked about it on their social media accounts. Other people had drama. They never spoke of it or did anything like this before. So I'm just like, what the hell is going on? So I'm going to react to this video, and then I'm going to talk more about it as well by myself. But I want to see what Wrestle Talk got to say about this, because I'm shook. I'm like, I was so stunned to speak, y'all. I was like, what? But let's get into it.
Out of Raw, Ollie's review of Raw, and more. Subscribe and enable notifications to always
All right, let's see what he got to say
videos
about the situation.
Support Wrestle Talk!
Last night's main event on Raw was Becky Lynch versus Asuka to determine who would be facing Bianca Belair at Hell in a Cell for the Raw Women's Championship. However, prior to the show beginning, this was not the plan, as according to Fightful Select, the original plan was for a six-pack challenge between Becky Lynch, Asuka, Doudrop, Nikki ASA.
So it was supposed to be a six-pack challenge. Sasha Banks, Naomi, Asuka on teams versus Becky, Doudrop. Okay. And Nikki. Okay.
Sasha Banks and Naomi. Plans changed though when Sasha Banks and Naomi legitimately walked out of Raw, causing the show to be hastily rewritten. The walkout was referenced on commentary during the show as well, calling the women unprofessional for doing so. Fightful Select is reporting that prior to the show, Sasha Banks wasn't satisfied with creative about her plans for Raw and had a meeting with Vince McMahon about it, where both sides were unwilling to budge on their stance. In response to this, WWE released an official statement on WWE.com, which says, during the broadcast,
during the broadcast, they walked into WWE head of talent relations John Laurinaitis' office with their suitcases in hand, placed their tag team championship belts on his desk, and walked out. They claimed they weren't respected enough as tag team champions.
They walked into WWE head of talent relations John Laurinaitis' office with their suitcases in hand, placed their tag team championship belts on his desk, and walked out. They claimed they weren't respected enough as tag team champions, and even though they had 8 hours to rehearse and construct their match, they claimed they were uncomfortable in the ring with two of their opponents, even though they had matches with those individuals in the past with no consequence. And construct their match. They claimed they were uncomfortable in the ring with two of their opponents, even though they'd had matches with those individuals in the past with no consequence. Fightful Select then provided an update to their report, adding that according to those who worked on the match, the original plan was for Naomi to win the match, pinning Nikki ASH, with Banks and Naomi rarely interacting in the match
So basically, if the original plan was for Naomi to win the match, that's allegedly being said a lot, that she will be going on to face Bianca Belair. Naomi versus Bianca Belair. Because that was going to happen. And was WWE trying to plan to break this team up? Boss and Glow up? To put Naomi with the bloodline?
At all, which laid to rest speculation that Naomi was originally planned to pin Banks in the match. In Banks and Naomi's meetings, they reportedly didn't claim they didn't want to work with Becky Lynch or Asuka, as it was implied in WWE's statement, but instead that they were trying to work with Doudrop and Nikki.
Oh, I get what, I don't know, slightly I can see, because they probably said, like, I want these tag team championships to be built up, mean something. I doubt Sasha Banks wanted... Sasha Banks love Asuka. And Naomi love Asuka. I doubt Asuka. I just felt like they was like, I don't see why we should be facing... I don't see why we should be doing this. Because we want to face, like, Doudrop and Nikki ASH is a tag team right now, so they just want to face other tag teams.
ASH at Hell in a Cell, a pitch that was reportedly turned down, as well as the pitch of the Scottish duo interfering in Belair versus Naomi at Hell in a Cell as well. Even the talent reportedly hadn't heard of Banks and Naomi calling anyone unsafe until the official statement was released. The overall concern from Banks and Naomi was reportedly about the direction of their tag team titles and the division as a whole, which isn't much of a division, so it makes sense they were concerned about it. But there does seem to be more behind this, as WrestleVotes on Twitter weighed in, saying, source notes the WWE statement regarding the Sasha-Naomi walkout is just the baseline of the details.
Source notes the WWE statement regarding the Sasha and Naomi walkout is just the baseline of the details. The tension leading up to the walkout was palatable all day. No, palpable all day, with both superstars upset at something that transpired.
The tension leading up to the walkout was palpable all day,
the
with
truth
both
always
superstars
come out,
upset
though.
at something that
Like,
transpired. More details will come out in due
right
time on
the
this.
truth
And
always come
while
out.
holding significantly less
Like,
weight than these reports,
period.
there was also some noteworthy Twitter activity from both Banks and Naomi over the weekend, with Banks unfollowing essentially everyone, including WWE and Vince McMahon, while Naomi posted a meme about pushing through burnout and
You're so strong and amazing. Push through. You got this. Me pushing through.
tagged tons of women's wrestlers, with some even no longer in the company, and those not even tagged in the tweet, responding to echo the same sentiment. Now, it's important to remember that regardless of your feelings towards the situation or what side of this you fall on, to not get heated about it and post any sort of abuse or hateful comments towards anyone. We clearly don't know the full details yet, and it's worth bearing that in mind before you call wrestlers unprofessional or call the company incompetent. Stay tuned to WrestleTalk.com for the latest on this developing situation. And now, hot tag to Ollie.
Okay, y'all, that was the end of that. Okay. Alright, y'all, so basically I reacted to that. I was gonna do that last night, like I said, but I just needed to... I was tired. I went to sleep, but... what is going on? Okay, so basically, a lot of people, like I said before, a lot of people think this is a work, and I'm like, it got, like, me in my head thinking, like, it gotta be, because WWE, why would you put that out there like that? Like, why would you do that? And you know how people gonna comfort them in a situation like this, especially, you know, how Sasha, because, you know, like, they said she did this in the past where she walked out because things weren't going her way. But I'm just like, it gotta be a work, because, like, Corey Graves even spoke about unprofessionalism on the show, and WWE posted on their page. They never did this with any situation with Toni Storm. She walked out. Her ass walked out. It was just speculations online. WWE never posted on their page. WWE, remember the time it was a title exchange, Becky Lynch and Charlotte? They never did this with this. Why Sasha Banks and Naomi? Like, that's what I'm trying to wrap my head around. Like, that's why I'm going close to, like, the work side. But then again, if it's real and it involves the tag team championships in the direction they was going with it, I feel like if they trying to make these titles more important, because WWE, these titles don't mean nothing. Like, certain tag teams get these titles and it was just not good. You know what I'm saying? Sasha Banks and Bayley, like, they was really the only ones, like, they pushed for them, and they was the only ones, like, really the best tag team. Then you put Team Bad back together, Naomi and Sasha, in a way. everybody's rooting for them. Everybody is trying to, like, everybody happy for them. So you need to, like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. This is a crazy situation. Comment down below how you feel. Comment down below what you think about the whole situation. I really feel like this is unfortunate if it's real, and WWE was wrong as hell for putting that on their page if it's real. But the way they was mentioning it on Monday Night Raw, like Corey talking about unprofessional and how they was mentioning it, and then they put all this on, I just feel like it gotta be a work. If it's not, I'm gonna look at WWE like. And then again, like, they was talking about Sasha Banks and Naomi unprofessional, but I'm just sometimes, like, in business wise, you have to stand up for yourself at some point. And maybe this was they trying to get their point across, or where they wanted the direction of the reign to go. And I don't know if they had plans to break the tag team up. That's what it looks like it's saying. But I'm just shocked, man. Like, I did not expect this. Like, I did not expect this. But you know me, I'm going to stick beside them. I'm going to stick beside Sasha and Naomi regardless of what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stick beside them. You know, I'm going to stick beside them. We still need more details, though. I feel like we're not getting everything. You know what I'm saying? Because we need more details. Because I'm still in the middle of working real. Like, 50-50. Like, I'm real or work. Because ain't no way WWE did all that. Put all that out there. If it's real. If they did, I'm going to be like, look at them totally different. Because you didn't do that to nobody else. You ain't do that to nobody else. But if it is real, you ain't do that to nobody else. But it looked real crazy that they are black women and you did that to them. So I don't care. Just, y'all, I know we love on this channel, we support Boss and Glow, Sasha Banks and Naomi. So, like, whatever happened, it happened. We just need to see more details and everything. Like, we just need to know more. I feel like everything that happens in the dark come to light at some point. So, at this being said, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I will be making more videos as well on this situation if I know anything else. But that being said, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.